Hello, I'm Sheila Pearl, relationship coach and author of Ageless and Sexy. I want to talk about being juicy. It's all about being alive and vital. You know that word juicy? We refer to a really wonderful succulent piece of fruit that's flowing with the juices and sweet and wonderful to taste as juicy. We might refer to a really awful piece of fruit as dry, pithy, lacking juice. We might refer to a really great movie that really gets our juices going as a juicy movie or a juicy novel. I mean, we might also refer to something that's not going to grab you too much as dry, dead. So being juicy, being ageless and sexy all go together. So I want to talk about the 7 senses that make us who we are as juicy, sensual, sensuous, and sexy human beings. Most of us are pretty well acquainted with our 5 senses. I'm going to talk about the 6th and the 7th, and then I'm going to introduce you to the whole idea of the 3 keys to unchain your sensuality. I want to talk about the 6th sense, which is your intuitive sense, that part of you that you feel that funny feeling in the pit of your stomach. Something tells you to either not go where you were going to go or not buy this, or that person you just met is bad news. It's a sense. It's a very important sense to pay attention to. And by the way, it's very different from fear. Fear has a feeling of tightness. It's a good thing sometimes to have fear because fear is there to protect us. But that 6th sense is on the other side of fear. It's that part of us that we tune in and there's a certain knowing, can't quite explain it, but we just have a sense. Then I want to tell you about the 7th sense. A lot of people don't talk about the 7th sense. And the fact of the matter is, until you're fully engaged with all 5 senses and the 6th sense, you can't really access or engage with the 7th sense. And it's that 7th sense that accounts for being able to have successful, loving relationships. The loving relationships that aren't based on fear, that aren't based on, I need you to give me a sense of being okay. That ability to receive is our 7th sense. And I can only receive you or someone that I love in my life. I can only receive a really wonderful gift if I already know that I'm worthy to receive it. It's not about taking something. It's not about taking advantage of something. It's about being in that state of openness and allowing for all the wonderful abundance of life and of relationships to flow to me and through me. So that's the sense of the 7th sense, the sense of receiving, being open, allowing for all that we are to flow to and through us. What I learned long ago is that we are multi-leveled, multi-dimensional beings. There's no such thing as just one part of you and me, or even 2 parts. There's no such thing as even 2 voices talking to you inside. Very often we refer to one of those voices as that little inner critic, that voice that loves to bring you down or put you down. Then there's another voice that you love to listen to, and if you could only turn up the volume of that voice, it would say, go for it. You can do it. It's all within you. And so there are many voices within us that speak to us and guide us. And so we hear in many different ways. So the sense of hearing is multi-level and multi-dimensional, just as the sense of touch or the sense of taste, the sense of feeling, the sense of seeing and hearing. So in the coaching program and course that I offer, 3 keys to unchain your sensuality. It's really about exploring and engaging with everything that is within you so that you can open up the channels, feel that juiciness that is within you and engage with life with zest, with joy, with vitality, so that you can get to the point in your relationships, all your relationships, the relationships with your beloved, with your significant other, with your spouse, with your children, with your parents, with your friends, with your family, with your brothers, your sisters, and your co-workers, and your teammates, with all the people in your life with whom you have a relationship that you would love to have a loving relationship with. It's possible when you engage with all of your senses. And so come with me on the journey as we look together, feel together, see together, feel together, and sense together with all our sensuous, wonderful senses, what it is to be the human being you are. See you soon.